America's manufacturers build more than products. They forge innovation, security, and prosperity, not just at home, but around the world. And for decades, one association has stood with them. Behind the machines, behind the progress, there's MDNA, the Machinery Dealers National Association. 4 words define its purpose and shape its legacy: opportunity, education, integrity, community. These are more than ideals. They're the blueprint for how MDNA members do business and how they build trust in an ever-changing world. It all began on March 4th, 1941. In the heart of Chicago, America's industrial epicenter, a group of used machinery dealers came together. Times were tough. The country was clawing its way out of the Great Depression. Price controls were squeezing margins, and the clouds of war loomed on the horizon. But these entrepreneurs saw more than obstacles. They saw opportunity to stand together, to speak with one voice, and to elevate their profession. Under the leadership of Tom Scanlon, Josephine Corcoran, and Harold Bloomberg, the MDNA was born, not as just another trade group, but as a fellowship grounded in ethics, mutual respect, and shared success. In a time when deals were made on a handshake and reputations traveled by word of mouth, trust was everything. That's why one of MDNA's first official actions was to adopt a code of ethics, a set of professional standards that would define how members treated customers, competitors, and each other. Integrity wasn't an add-on. It was, and still is, the price of entry. Just 9 months after MDNA's founding, history turned. December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. America was thrust into World War II, and the nation's manufacturing capacity had to mobilize fast. Factories needed to retool. Machinery was in short supply. New manufacturing equipment couldn't be built quickly enough. But used equipment? That was already available, and MDNA members knew where to find it, fix it, and move it. Across the country, MDNA businesses stepped up. They supplied lathes and mills, presses and welders. They scoured shops, barns, and warehouses to locate the vital tools of wartime production. They didn't just sell machines. They helped power the arsenal of democracy. Community meant more than belonging. It meant showing up when it mattered most. At the same time, MDNA became a voice in Washington, advising policymakers on machinery pricing, trade practices, and supply needs. The federal government, for the first time, recognized the machine tool sector as its own vital industry, and MDNA helped guide the rules that would drive efficiency in wartime and beyond. As the war ended in 1945, the MDNA found itself at the center of a new era. America was booming, manufacturing was expanding, and MDNA members were there to help build the post-war economy. Factories reopened, new businesses launched, and used machinery, often faster and more affordable than new, became essential to fueling this wave of growth. With opportunity everywhere, MDNA's membership surged. The organization grew from coast to coast and eventually across borders. By 1950, MDNA included members in Canada and other international markets, and in 1952, it moved its headquarters to Washington, D.C., solidifying its position as both an industry advocate and a national institution. But business wasn't all suits and sales. MDNA conventions, often held in Chicago, became legendary. Abe Zarkoff's playful performances in 1949, the Hawaiian-themed Spring Gathering in 1956, a Roaring '20s revival in 1963. These weren't just parties, they were proof that community was alive and well, built on shared stories, laughter, and lifelong friendships. In the 1960s, the world turned upward toward the stars. As the space race pushed science and engineering to new heights, MDNA members supplied the machines that helped build spacecraft and satellites. They didn't just respond to progress, they enabled it. And as industry evolved, MDNA kept its members informed. That's when Locator was born, a publication that helped members connect, trade, and expand. The 1970s brought new challenges: inflation, global competition, and shifting technologies. But MDNA adapted, recognizing the growing importance of education. Members needed to know not just what to buy or sell, but how to retrofit equipment, train workers, and unlock productivity. The future would belong to those who could learn, evolve, and lead. In the 1980s, the economic landscape shifted again. But through the highs and lows, one thing remained constant: MDNA's support of its members and their families. In 1982, MDNA launched the Austin D. Lucas Scholarship Program. Named for a beloved member and leader, the fund provided up to $5,000 in educational support for children of MDNA-affiliated employees. Today, more than 1,500 students have received over $2 million in aid, a powerful reminder that education is a generational gift. The same decade also saw the creation of the Association of Machinery and Equipment Appraisers, or AMEA. This group professionalized the vital practice of equipment valuation, ensuring that appraisals were fair, ethical, and grounded in expertise. Another step forward for integrity in the industry. The 1990s and early 2000s brought globalization and digitalization. Once again, MDNA rose to the occasion. Locator evolved from a printed newsletter to an online platform, then a mobile app connecting buyers and sellers across continents. The association introduced webinars, virtual trainings, and a growing library of digital resources, putting knowledge in members' hands no matter where they worked. At events like Weekend with the Pros, members come together in person, learning how to appraise CNC systems, understand testing equipment, and exchange insights face-to-face. Because while technology changes, relationships remain, and community still makes the difference. Today, in a fast-paced global economy, the need for MDNA is stronger than ever. From startup shops to century-old family firms, members turn to the association for connection, support, and trusted guidance. They find opportunity in every listing, education in every course, integrity in every handshake, and community in every conversation. The world will keep changing. Machines will evolve. Markets will rise and fall. But one truth endures. Wherever used machinery moves, wherever people build and rebuild, repair and reimagine, MDNA will be there, bringing people and machinery together, powering progress, and shaping the future. One opportunity, one lesson, one relationship at a time.